If I tell you not to follow me, it ain't because I hate you. Kiddo. I just don't want you feel disappointed. When seeing the truth. Life must not be a novel that is given to us, but one that is made by us. The Bible has noble poetry in it, and some good morals and a wealth of obscenity and upwards of 1,000 lies. Inspiration is sometimes as simple as a shared smile. I have been swimming inward and no longer drowning. I have been seeking the answers within myself. Light cannot lose in a race against darkness, even if denied a head start. Definitions are the guardians of rationality, the first line of defense against the chaos of mental disintegration. You cannot live a non-violent life as long as you are consuming violence. Please consider going vegan. We did all the tourist crap, but I just wanted to sit in a cafe and watch people. Celebrate true friends. They are a part of you that always sparkles. Owning land is like owning the ocean or the air. No one owns land. The only time you fail is when you fall down and stay down. Men have two greatest fears. The first fear is the fear of being needed, and the second fear is the fear of not being needed. You know, there's no such thing as a complete lie. There's always some truth in there. I must be a mermaid, Rango. I have no fear of depths and a great fear of shallow living. I do not believe anyone can be perfectly well who has a brain and a heart. No matter how smart we may think we are, no matter how committed we are to our truth, we can lose our way. The deepest wounds aren't the ones we get from other people hurting us. They are the wounds we give ourselves when we hurt other people. I want to show the world how darkness can sometimes be so beautiful. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. We get swallowed up by the illusion that unless we can find a place to belong, we are going to be all alone in the world. Night is a time of rigor, but also of mercy. There are truths which one can see only when it's dark. You don't need a compass when you are yourself a map. If those at your top are weak, your bottom will be rotten. In my opinion, our healthcare system has failed when a doctor fails to treat an illness that is treatable. No human being will ever know the truth, for even if they happened to say it by chance, they would not know they had done so. They can't tell so much about you if you got your eyes closed. Nothing in this world compares to the comfort and security of having someone just hold your hand. The place to improve the world is first in one's own heart and head and hands, and then work outward from there. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Most people fail in life not because they aim too high and miss, but because they aim too low and hit. I'm just doing me, and to me, that's what got me this far. Give it your all, because greatness awaits those who rise to the occasion with unwavering determination. There are some experiences in life they haven't invented the right words for. People aren't born good or bad. Maybe they're born with tendencies either way, but it's the way you live your life that matters. If you dare nothing, then when the day is over, nothing is all you will have gained. Perhaps I know best why it is man alone who laughs. He alone suffers so deeply that he had to invent laughter. Be a surfer. Watch the ocean. Figure out where the big waves are breaking and adjust accordingly. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. Stop blaming outside circumstances for your inside chaos. Successful people tend to become more successful because they're always thinking about their successes. Knowledge and error flow from the same mental sources. Only success can tell one from the other. I am inspired by people who are willing to confront the shadows of themselves and find light. Persistence is the quality of winners. Successful people never give up. Fairness does not mean everyone gets the same. Fairness means everyone gets what they need. When, at last, I ceased to be myself, I came to be. Victories that come cheap are cheap, those only which are worth having come as the result of hard fighting. The joy in life is his who has the heart to demand it. For me, it is far better to grasp the universe as it really is than to persist in delusion, however satisfying and reassuring. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside while still alive. Never surrender. You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. I just want to do something that matters, or be something that matters. I just want to matter. Maybe everyone can live beyond what they're capable of. Proclaim the truth and do not be silent through fear. There are few sources of energy so powerful as a procrastinating college student. Maybe some things aren't meant to be known. Maybe they're just meant to be accepted. No boat moves an inch if the sailor has not willed the paddle. We cannot reach the pinnacle except by taking advantage of the abilities we have and acquiring those that we do not. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. In order to move on, you must understand why you felt what you did and why you no longer need to feel it. We do not remember days, we remember moments. The richness of life lies in memories we have forgotten. Darkness ages faster than you'd think. It doesn't loiter on forever. There's no such thing in anyone's life as an unimportant day. To the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world. Cunning grows in deceit at seeing itself discovered, and tries to deceive with truth itself. Those who are wise won't be busy, and those who are too busy can't be wise. Don't worry about the negative people may say about you. Learn from it and move on. It's the glasses that do not fit the nose, not the nose not fitting the glasses. Do not fear the thorns in your path, for they draw only corrupt blood. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It takes guts and humility to admit mistakes. Admitting we're wrong is courage, not weakness. It can only take a moment to waste the rest of your life. All the papers that matter live off their advertisements, and the advertisers exercise an indirect censorship over news. Grace isn't a little prayer you chant before receiving a meal. It's a way to live. There's more beauty in truth, even if it is dreadful beauty. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. I believe in looking reality straight in the eye and denying it. When you procrastinate, you become a slave to yesterday. You can't always judge people by the things they've done. You got to judge them by what they are doing now. You cannot be fair and correct at the same time. Fairness, often, takes the lesser correct of the roads. Sharing tales of those we've lost is how we keep from really losing them. Aim for the moon. If you miss, you may hit a star. And if my heart be scarred and burned, the safer, for all I learned. I believe in spectacles, but I think as necessary too. I'd rather hear an ugly truth, rather than an obscure lie. It is very tough to climb a mountain. However, it is not as tough as convincing yourself that you can climb it. Life doesn't imitate art, it imitates bad television. Man starts over again every day, in spite of all he knows, against all he knows. Growth is in a series of mistakes. That's the only way you learn. Try not to become a man of success. Rather, become a man of value. When you make the dream of your heart a treasure of heaven, it holds an eternal value. Keep your face to the sunshine, and you cannot see a shadow. Courage is feeling fear, not getting rid of fear, and taking action in the face of fear. Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you weep. One day can change your life. One day can ruin your life. All life is 3 or 4 big days that change everything. But to believe that getting stuff is the purpose and aim of life is madness. The rich Pope Francis of Assisi was bored all his life. If you have joy in your heart, even the most mundane moments will become extraordinary. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better.